Davidson. Brian Sullivan taking aim at a three.
See Chajani in the background going nuts because they were over there yelling, wanting guys to know, get tight of their body, come off that screens. No, Sullivan's hunting a tray.
Sullivan had 4 threes in the first meeting between these two teams and 28 points overall to lead all scores. Under a minute to go, first half. Zach backing in against McAuliffe. Stripped. Zach gets it back, however. Shot clock still winding down. 7 to shoot. Khalid Lewis trapped in the corner, and he stepped on the sideline.
Might have been the best Davidson defensive possession of the game. The recovery to knock it out of Zach's hands, the help, the communication, the scramble situation they were in. That's good stuff. If they can carry that again into some momentum into halftime, they can feel pretty good.
LaSalle leading by a dozen in the final 20 seconds of the first half. Shot clock off, they'll play for 1. Kalinowski on the kick out, Sullivan for 3.
That's what good teams do. They finish halves strong. Waxing poetic here, Bob McKillop.
LaSalle with the basketball to open the second half.
Actually, Winston Stith, the official right in front of us while Carolyn was doing the interview, was talking to DJ Peterson and Jack Gibbs, telling each other a little dap. You know, let's keep it clean, let's keep it positive, show good sportsmanship. But both these teams look like they're ready to go.
And we're going to get a whistle underneath.
And you heard McKillop say it already, but the key is the entry passes are just too easy. They've got to do a better job of making it tough on the passer, active hands, pushing them away up from the three-point line. And when they get into double teams like that, you got to get into that eye tight we showed you earlier in the game. Got to get the eye. You got to see Cutters, and Gibbs did not see Peterson there.
DJ Peterson has been hitting from 3 so far this afternoon. That's a rare basket inside. Brian Sullivan missing on the other end. That's the first three-point shot that he has missed so far here today.
I mean, LaSalle, though, shooting the ball well. Coming into this game, just under 32% from the three-point line. Today, they're 5 for 11. That's 45%. They only usually make under 5 a game. They had 5 in the first half. So when Davidson went zone, they shot them right out of it.
DJ Peterson launching the 3. He's missed his last couple now.
Good box out by Peyton Aldridge there, moving Zach out of the way.
Kalinowski took steps. 5th turnover by Davidson.
That's your classic. Be quick, but don't hurry. John Wooden line right there. Kalinowski just in a bit of a hurry.
In practical terms, how much can Bob McKillop and Davidson do to counteract the offensive presence that LaSalle has had down low?
I think we've got to go back to zone. I like to see their zone started man for the first 2 possessions and see how easy again that pass was.
Steve Zach.
Just too simple. I think you got to go zone. You got to really be tough on the ball, be active, be aggressive, and just keep it out of the lane.
And now a career-high 20 points for Steve Zach, and we're just a minute and a half into the second half.
This is a game he'll always remember. It has the potential to be his last college game, and he's come out here and played. That big response by Gibbs there.
Jack Gibbs canning the 3. He's got 13 points now, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc.
And there's a lot of red in this crowd. Davidson's got their fans traveling. They're trying to get these guys hyped up. A couple shots going, this thing could change.
Jordan Price.
Price can't get caught up in the fact that he's 1 for 6 now in the game, only 3 points after scoring 28 last night. The game plan is to get it inside. The bigs have to get a touch.
Jordan Parham hanging, and Price the rebound. 10-point game, 2 minutes deep here into the second half. A trip to the semifinals of the A-10 tournament on the line. Price charging into the lane. And that's an offensive foul against Jordan Price. That's his 3rd personal.
Back-to-back possessions. Actually, very rarely will I say this for their leading scorer. That's a good foul for them because that's his 3rd foul. That sends him to the bench maybe. He needs to go to the bench because he's forcing it right now. Last 2 possessions, that's forced. Neither of the bigs got a touch on those possessions. Sit down, think about it. When you come back in the game, know who needs to touch the ball. That guy, Steve Zach, or Wright on every possession. Price
with only 3 points, just about 24 hours removed from his 28-point performance in the second-round win over UMass.
He had a bunch of those this year. He'll put up 30 a couple times, then put up 5 the next game. He can really go up and down.
Gibbs behind the back pass. McAuliffe wasn't ready for it. Kalinowski. Rebounded by Peyton Aldridge. Sullivan and Gibbs.
You see that selling out again. We talked about shot fake. Sullivan was able to get the defender to fly by, and instead of taking what would have been another contested shot, because LaSalle does a good job of scrambling, kicked it over to Gibbs, who's wide open for the three.
Gibbs 50% from three-point range now this afternoon. And what was an 18-point lead for LaSalle, now down to 7. Zach. Tipped by Kalinowski, tries to save it, but it will stay with the Explorers.
Nice job, Peyton Aldridge to battle for. We see two defenders. First Zach, then Peterson flying at Sullivan. They get it over to Gibbs, who's now wide open. The bench reactions, always entertaining.
And Jordan Price now back in with those 3 fouls for LaSalle.
It's got to be smart with the fouls, but again, got to be smart on the offensive end.
Into Jarrell Wright against the double team, and he walked with it.
Got to be patient. Double comes. That wasn't really kind of forced a bad position there. He started to split it, but obviously traveled. So just take your time, kick it back out. Got a lot of time to clock on the shot clock.
Jack Gibbs has it pop out. Kalinowski tipped it last for Davidson, so the ball belongs to the Explorers.
Checking in for Davidson, number 2, Jordan Watkins.
And Jordan Watkins now checking in for the first time today for Davidson. Jack Gibbs heading to the bench with his team-leading 16 points. Zach working on Aldridge. Taking him hard. Aldridge won that battle. Loose on the floor. Khalid Lewis diving for it, and it's Aldridge who comes away and hands off to Sullivan. Brian Sullivan for a 3. Hung up there, offensive rebound, and a held ball call. McAuliffe had ripped it down. The arrow does favor Davidson here, and the Wildcats. Look at Jordan Price, the disparity between yesterday and today. He also had 22 points against Davidson, and they're only meeting earlier this season.
He's got to stay engaged, though. He can't get on the bench and get in his own head. He's got to stay engaged, stay into the game, because they're going to need him to make shots down the stretch.
Kalinowski.
That's
Last 5 baskets for Davidson are 3-pointers.
And that's what they do. Again, top 10 in the country in effective field goal percentage, according to KenPom. They just knock down threes, and that was DJ Peterson making a mistake. On the ball fake, he stepped back off Kalinowski. Can't do that.
Leon Roberts on the miss, and Kalinowski the rebound. Kalinowski had a slow start, now has 8 points. Down low, Barham stripped from behind, but they're going to call it the jump ball, and the arrow favors LaSalle. Jarrell Wright and Jordan Price checking back in.
This Barham going to the rack. Nice job by Peterson. Good call by the official. You mentioned the last 5 field goals being threes. And you got a problem with Barham's hand right now. He heads to the trainer to see what's going on with that.
Jordan Barham with 10 points here today. Lead down to 4 for LaSalle.
Just trying to get into right. That's 3 seconds. Yeah, he's got to get out of there, but they got to get some more movement before they try to get the ball into the post. Everybody's standing around looking. Everybody's stuck to the ground.
And Khalid Lewis stepped on the end line. Nope, they're going to call a foul here. They're going to call an offensive foul on Lewis, his second personal. And this is Barham on the sideline. It's a contact lens issue.
Get out of his eye. HD cameras going to make me sick. His finger going to his eye.
Gibbs into Kalinowski. Offensive rebound by McAuliffe. But they threw it away. Here's Khalid Lewis, going to slow the tempo. 6 minutes into this second half. The winner gets either VCU or Richmond tomorrow in the semis. Peterson down to Zach. Blocked from behind by McAuliffe. Davidson running. Gibbs running right into Peterson, and that's an offensive foul.
Peterson gets up hyped. Remember, he got the technical earlier. Doesn't say anything, doesn't look at Gibbs. But that's a great play defensively on both sides. Great block by Aldridge or McAuliffe got it. But Peterson talking, communicating in the transition defense, and then just stops, takes it. Good call.
He had that feud with Gibbs going back to the first half. No doubt he liked to get the call right there.
He would have liked to run his yap too, I'm sure, but he got teed up already. Didn't do it. Smart play. Davidson's done a better job of keeping out of the post, but here comes the sinking defense. Gibbs kind of helping. No double, though. They're going solo. They got to make him feel more pressure from the weak side.
Oh, Zach at perfect position. Jarrell Wright, the offensive rebound, and he's fouled by McAuliffe as he takes it up. A 1-2 punch from the big men, Zach and Wright.
He just didn't feel any pressure. Now he's got to be confident as the senior. Use his left hand and finish. He doesn't do it. And Jarrell Wright, his front court mate, picks him up.
2 personal fouls on McAuliffe now. And LaSalle, a little bit slow out of the gate here in the second half. Their last 8 trips down floor, 0 of 5 from the field, 3 turnovers prior to this time where they get to the free throw line with Jarrell Wright.
And this team can go through some serious offensive droughts because they don't have a lot of great perimeter scorers other than Price. But inside, obviously where this game has been dominated with Wright and Zach, they need to continue to get touches in there.
Wright 3 of 4 from the free throw line and one of 3 LaSalle players in double figures.
Connor Barham, this is a good face-up and try to go by Wright. He really has not exploited the mismatch he has on the offensive end. He's quicker, more agile to put it on the deck and go by their bigs.
Gibbs for a 3. And a foul on the rebound. It's going to be Steve Zach. And that's just his first.
You need guys that continue to try to give you extra offensive possessions where they're not shooting as well as they normally do. That's a good look for Gibbs, a late contest by Price, a good hustle by Barham. And you mentioned them making their last 5 field goals being 3s. It gets to the point, my old high school coach, Joe Blasnalis, used to always say, I want to be surprised when I see you miss. I want to be shocked by it. And that's what it was in the first half. I was surprised watching Davidson miss open looks. Not anymore. They're starting to knock down the shots we know them for.
Was he surprised when you missed, or was he expecting it?
I think he got used to being a little surprised late in my career.
Barham missing the alley-oop. Sullivan tried to keep it in, but it goes over to LaSalle.
That's a play you got to make. And Barham has springs in his legs, folks. He's about 6'4", but he really can get up. And that was an awesome play call by Bob McKillop. You got to put that thing home.
LaSalle has gone scoreless from the field in over 6 minutes now.
Look at Barham just fronting, and even looking at the ball, trying to move right away.
Zach, the basket, and the foul for the big man. As he continues to build on a career day.
It's look at Barham just working, wrestling inside with Wright. But again, they're doing a good job of using Zach as far as coming out, setting ball screens. And when he's rolling, that's when he's getting a lot of his touches the last 3 or 4 possessions. Not just straight post-ups, rolling into the post, off of movement, and one great finish by the senior.
Peyton Aldridge with his 3rd personal foul. As Zach misses on the free throw. Nonetheless, he's got 22 and 10 here today for the double-double. That's going to be a reach and foul on Jordan Price, and that's his 4th.
Tough call, but I think it's the right call. He, again, undercut the screen, and Kalinowski kind of left it hanging out there. I just think Price kind of missed when he went to swing for the rock, and it's an arm. Take another look at it. Yeah, just hit his right arm. It's an easy call for the official. Really, that should have been a steal. Really bad ball security. Kalinowski had it in his face, literally.
So Price is on the bench. Barham around Wright, but blocked by Zach.
He's all over the court. He's doing everything right there. He's doing a great job of playing the help defender, head on a swivel, and erasing what would have been an easy basket.
He is second all-time at LaSalle.